Wilson v Haggaboles. Haggaboles gets the ball down and it will come off hands. Come off hands as we start the time clock. Ball comes out. Parsons gets the ball. He knocks it back though to Wilson. Wilson gets an up and under. Goes straight up. Probably travels about 3 metres, but 50 metres into the air. Comes off hands to the Bannockburn player. Grigg, who has done a great job in defence, picks the ball up and goes forward.
In the back.
Steve Ricketts has pushed Matt Tykewood in the back, and Tykewood will get a free kick on the half-forward flank for the Bannockburn side. Lead is produced. Comes forward. Oh, good mark there by Matt Watts. Not paid by the umpire, and
he
has paid it eventually. Indeed he has. So Matt Watts will have the ball. He is a good 50 metres out right, pressed hard on the boundary line. Be a good kick from there, or he's going to get an option. Tyquin leading down. Sneaking up is Kane Taylor, but Matt Watts is going to back himself in. He's put that one on the way, and that is just offline. God, I'm having a rewind.
The Grandy Cycles quarter.
There we go. See, gee, you got a good memory. I tell you what, Gary Ricketts has nearly blown that. He's nearly ran straight out of the full back position.
Yeah, he has.
Tapping the ball to the boot, and he's then, as a result, kicked it to a bad contest and penalised the result. And Brad Watts will take side kicks here for Tulla to get a major score. A couple of options being offered, but he's going to ignore them. He's gone the check side, gone right across the face. I tell you what, though, he has kicked a goal. Bradford Tulla. Come and see us. Shorty Peters was upset that we've picked on him in the first half of the game, and he wasn't happy. He's thrown the ball up this time, though. Wilson's got the ball to ground. It's come off hands there. Ladgrove for Anakie gets the ball wrapped up by 2 or 3, and umpire Peter says, give the ball back to me. Takes the ball straight away this time. Didn't want to go into the mud, he told us, was his problem. Ball comes off hands. Wilson probably just got that one over Haggaboles, but it comes off hands. Priddle, that is, under the pack there. Is a great group of players form around the footy. And that whistle will be blown again, and we'll have another stoppage and another throw-up. Wilson's really probably got to start to dominate here. Haggaboles is really doing a top job. Not a good throw-up. Haggaboles gets that one down. Wilson couldn't get to the contest. Comes off hands there. The ball picked up by Padani. He drives the ball in long. Oh, it's a great mark. Brad Fatula again, I think that was. Great mark by Fatula. 25 metres out from goal. And this is starting to look very, very ordinary for the Anakie side here this afternoon, because Brad Fatula does not miss regularly. On about a 50, just pretty much directly in front almost, is Brad Fatula. He comes in and he does not miss. That's a great kick. Umpire does not move the goal umpire. Brad Fatula will kick his third.
Fitchula, who I thought were down the last couple of times, has been terrific. So up goes the footy now. Big Haggaboles in ruck. He's actually starting to get on top of Wilson, which was a surprise to all of us. No one can pick the ball up. It comes out now. Rick's in there trying to get it out. It's a little fiddled out. It goes out to Watts. Watts over to Dando. Dando on the right boot. He snaps it over his shoulder. He's looking further afield. No one can pick it up. Anakie leading the race for the ball. Hasn't got the footy, and Shorty Peters will never ever miss a decision like that, even though it's not Shorty. It's the other bloke.
He's just as short as Shorty Peters.
He's not much taller. And he's paid the free kick. Big Wilson couldn't quite get the ball now. It comes back out to Watts. He's on the left boot. He puts it up towards the centre half forward position, and it's a great mark up there. And that's Matthew Watts now. Matthew Watts out position Kettle on that occasion. Puts a big roost. He's put it deep into the goals, but it's gone too far, and it's gone through for him. She's all over if it isn't already. As in comes Rickett now. He doesn't muck around with it this time, but he didn't get a hold of the kick, and it comes back out to Bannockburn again. They're relentless at the moment, the Tigers, as it comes back into Watts, I think it is. Matthew gets it over towards Salvino, who can't pick it up now. Comes back out. It's very, very scrambly. It's back out at centre half forward now. It's picked up by Peters, I think. Put it over towards the half forward flank. He's gone wide. It could be Warple there. He's gone over to Watts. Watts has a quick snap for goal, and it's hit the post. And that's a let off, although they need a few.
This time we'll go out to the far side of the ground, looking for Pittman, who can't make that contest. He really hasn't had a lot of influence on the game either. Ball comes out. Steve Ricketts leading in the race for the ball. Gets a hand away. Probably could have been taken a little bit high, but the umpire says not on. Comes off hands. Picked up there by Matthew Ho. He puts the ball back into attack, and a good mark is taken out there for the Bannockburn side by, I think, Broman. That might be.
Broman, yeah.
Broman. He would be just outside 50. It's probably within a young man's kicking distance. Youthful legs and all that. Heavy ball. So Broman will kick from just on 50, but finds a short lead. Delivered by Fatula. No, play on, says the umpire. Not a free kick there. Picked up by Tyquin. Snaps over his shoulder.
Oh, I reckon
they're pretty happy.
He's got it all right.
Indeed he has, Matty Tyquin.
Grigg and those blokes, they've been terrific down there as well.
Ball goes up. Hager bowls again, wins that one over Wilson, but rode this time by the Anakie player, but there's nobody home, and it'll be cleaned up by the Bannockburn defence. Ball comes out to the outer side of the ground here to Dando. Dando brings the ball out wide looking for Watts, and Watts will take the mark. Slid in, just got it inside the boundary, right in front of the social rooms here at the Anakie Recreation Reserve. Watts drives the ball up forward. He was looking there but couldn't find Hager bowls. Comes off hands. Ricketts comes back to Wilson now. Wilson, he's in a bit of trouble into defence. Ball was kicked forward. Rowan Padani picks up the ball. He drives it right into the teeth of attack. It's gone over the back. It's going to be a foot race. Hayes gets there was it Hayes? No, it was Gary Ricketts. 13, just 9.5 minutes, nearly 10 minutes gone in this third quarter. De Grande cycle scoreboard as Gary Ricketts looks for an opportunity, but they've been hard pressed to make a forward 50 entry here in this third quarter. Looking for Salvino, and he was just and Salvino's the other one. This is not a day he'd be putting in the scrapbook. He's had a very dog of a day. Over the top, Lazarick was third up. He gets the ball over the top, but taps it to the Bannockburn advantage. Comes off hands. Tyquin delivers the ball out, diving there and on the ball. I think that might have been Berg, but it's come off back of hands to the Bannockburn player. He's kicked a goal, and I'm not quite sure who it is in there. Who's just in front of us here? He is Scott McDonald. So the ball goes back up. Wilson, as we say, needs to get involved, and he probably does get the best part of that tap down. Comes off hands, goes to Priddle. He's tried hard. Umpire says play on, even though he was probably infringed, and the ball comes back there, and is that, not quite sure, that might be Collins. Collins, is it? It is Corey Collins. Good pick-up. Lazarick takes the ball into the middle of the ground, so they're chipping the ball around, trying to have a bit of possession footy. Goes into the centre of the ground and gives the ball to Wilson. Wilson has a long kick on him when he delivers it, and does now, but there is just nobody home back here for the Anakie side. Fulton goes back and infringes on Jackson O'Neill, who will relieve and go out onto the outer side of the ground now to Kane Taylor. Taylor has a bounce on the ground, runs off through, gets the half-back flank. He's going to drive it up to the half-forward flank into attack for the Bannockburn side. Coming out to meet the ball and knocked off his feet was Broman. Vantage called. Comes off hands to Watts. Watts, Matt, delivers the ball in to attack. Anakie first to the ball, can't get it picked up and get any sort of relief as the players crowd around the goal, and the Anakie defence under significant pressure once again. Ball goes up, off we go, ball comes down. Oh, heavy tackle as Allen comes through. Umpire says no, not high. We'll ball it up again. So same position, about 40 metres out from goal. Bannockburn attacking into the ground. Up goes the ball. Allen gets the tap out over the top. Comes off hands. Padani in there again, trying to take advantage of it. I tell you what, the ball comes off hands. Oh, he missed it. Because I tell you what, I hadn't.
Brings the ball back in. He looks at Salvino. Salvino grabs the ball now, takes a nice little mark, puts it up towards the wing position. Parsons is in the van, and he'll take a good mark in front. He comes now wide. He's gone very, very wide towards the boundary line. It's picked up there by nobody in particular because Fulton, he's tried pretty hard, Fulton. He's put himself in amongst it, and he's gone for a little chip kick over here to Kane Hayes. Kane Hayes takes the mark. He's still too far out to score, so he needs a forward option. And I tell you what, there's none forthcoming at the moment. Collins goes short, but he's too short. No, he's going to get it now. Collins now, he'll go back, but he's still 65 metres out. He sees a short one again, and will go over to Parsons. Now let's see if the full-back can put it through from right on the 50-metre mark. 48 metres maybe, he'll kick from 50.
True defensive football, not a chance in hell.
You wouldn't think so, but I'll tell you what, they've only kicked one for the day, and they might be relying on the full-back to get their second. So in he comes. Puts the big right boot into it. I tell you what, it's an absolute beautiful kick, and it's touched on the line, I think, right on the line, the goal umpire says, on the De Grande cycle scoreboard. As out they come now, Bannockburn. They've got the ball out very, very quickly, and that's a bit of a worry because they've moved the ball very, very well. It's already on the wing position. There's a jostling for position there, and it goes over to the top and puts Tyquin in the van at the moment. Tyquin gets a bit of a break on him, puts a kick up. It's a beautiful kick, but magnificent defence from Anakie there as well. But But they get it back. Bannockburn. There's a flying shot for goal out of the pack, and nobody can take the mark there. Anakie, he's coughed it up, and there's a goal to Anakie, a Warple, I think it is, and he's just coughed it up, and that's just the...
Aim for the 5th spot, didn't we? As the ball comes back into the middle,
let's hope they play like this again that day, then, eh?
Puts the ball up, comes off hands. Haggervold's got the ball out, but it will be driven forward out of a scramble to the Anakie players. So Parsons is playing permanently as a centre half forward now. Comes off hands looking for Perchek, and Perchek can't take the mark. A mark he should have taken at centre half forward. He's wrapped up, probably could be. Fortunate free kick.
What hope did he have?
A fortunate free kick to Yelchin Perchek, who really probably should have been pinged.
He put the arm the wrong way.
Really should have been pinged. But anyhow, Yelchin Perchek is going to take this kick from the best part of 50 metres out.
Well, I hate to say, but that wasn't there either.
No, I don't think so.
It was a ball up.
Yelchin Perchek, best part of 50 metres. He's going to need to get onto this, as I say, with a very heavy footy. Kicks it. Is it going to make the distance? Yes, it is. Yelchin Perchek will kick his second. And Anakie's second. There's a bit of brown nosing going on for you as the ball goes back up. Allen's gone into the ruck, and it was Allen versus Reece Illig who's gone into the middle. But Allen got the tap down. Ball spills out wide, heads out towards the half-forward flank. Comes off hands. Players can't get out. Brad Watts is in there under the pack. Tries to break through the centre square. Half-forward flank. Up goes the ball. Third man up over the top might have been Ladgrove, I think, for Anakie. Comes off hands. Beautiful little give there, and out came James Wishart. He gets the ball in for Tullabos. Couldn't bring the ball to the ground. Comes off hands. Dearie me, comes off hands. Kane Taylor is third quarter as the ball has come back in on a fast break again. Already back up into the wing. Picked up by Lazarick on the wing for Anakie. Goes round one, goes round two, and relieves to Steve Ricketts. He gets the ball now. Drives it long. Looking, I think, out there for might have been 50 or Ladgrove. That's 50. 50 metres, not given. Kicks off hands. Grigg in the way there for Bannockburn. Probably should have given that 50. Comes around, little chip kick comes in there I'm not quite sure who that was, but it's come to Perchek again. Perchek picks the ball up. Coming off hands is Kavanagh. Kavanagh said he was holding him. In actual fact, it was Scott Bowman down there, and Scott Bowman gets the free against him. So the ball comes back out for the Bannockburn side, but Anakie will intercept. Comes off hands, little chip kick. Lincoln Peters is getting back. And I tell you what, that is Kane Hunt. He was puffing.
Oh, yeah.
Delivered that ball back. Ball goes up. Allen gets the tap down. So we've got the part-time ruckman in there at the moment. Didn't quite catch that one, Freddie, but we're away anyway. Come through the headphones, comes off hand. Steve Ricketts probably taken a little bit high, but not given one. Leading in the race for the ball there was Kavanagh, I think that might be. Lincoln Peters tries to find a way through. He can't get it. Perchek intercepts. Probably wasn't a handball. It was probably more of a pass it to me. Umpire picks a free kick out, and it is around the neck, and that is going to go back to Hayes, is it? I think that might be.
No. It's a bit bigger than Hayes.
It is a bit bigger than
Hayes. Might be Ladgrove.
We've got whistles on play all over the place now. Shorty Peters is involved in the middle. Not quite sure what's going on.
He's getting the run of that water boy out the way.
Oh, is that what it is?
Before he gets hurt. Well done, mate. Look after the kids. There's Hayes just here, a little bit small.
Salvino, so he's having a little run in the back line after a couple of bad misses for goal. So Andrew Salvino gets the game restarted, comes forward, he's looking for Wilson. Wilson uses his body, palms over the top to the advantage of Lazarick, but he can't take it. Good shepherd off play by Fulton. Comes back to Wilson, he turns it around the corner, and a mark there to Rickett. He will kick forward, he's looking for Pittman leading in the race for the ball. Can't get there now. Perchek's there, he spins out of one, he could kick his third here, Yelly Perchek.
Beautiful goal.
Good little bit of work there by Yelchin Perchek, and they will...
In the clinches there, but up they go now. I think that's Illig has gone into the ruck for Anakie. No one can get the ball out. They all jump on it. The umpire's probably going to have to say, give it to me. He's letting them go and trying to get it out, but eventually he's going to have to say, if he doesn't, I'll go and ball it up me bloody self, for God's sake. It was in there for a minute and a half. So, ball still in the centre of the ground. 13-13 to 4-8. Up goes the ball. Illig in ruck, but the tap-out's won by Allen. No one can grab it, though, and is kicked out of defence. Goes up towards the Bannockburn forward line. It's picked up there. Well, it might be Warple again. I couldn't quite see him. Watts is in the van. He can't get it. The Anakie defence hands it over to Tyquin. Tyquin, a funny little handball that almost goes out of bounds. It goes back to Tyquin now. Tyquin bursts out of the pack and puts one through with a right foot snap. And that's holding Anakie's little mini...
Wishart, who's sort of just playing a little bit of a cameo role, and of course that was Matty Tyquin second. So back in the middle of the ground. Ball will be thrown up. Illig will get the tap down, but the roving will be done there by, I think that might have been Chris Reich who will do the roving. Oh, Paul almost looked like a spear tackle of Bowman out there.
That body drop.
Geez, that's 6 weeks in the NRL.
Yeah. It was an up and over. It was WWE at its best.
Finally, the Rock has come back to Anakie.
Ball goes up, comes to ground, leading in the race for the ball is Wishart. Little delivery out to Hinchcliffe to Watts, turns a good spare of heels here. He goes in and that will be a goal. Did Gary Ricketts get back? No, he did not. Middle we go. Haggabols has gone back in the middle for Bannockburn and he will get the resulting tap down. Comes to Lazarick though for Anakie. Bursting through the play there is Berg, but he can't get the ball loose. Comes out off hands. Is that Wilson out there in the on a wing? It's a strange place to find Luke Wilson on a wing. Ball comes back. Ricketts back there. Can't take the mark. But Tyquin can. And Tyquin does take the mark. He's outside 50 though. Be a good kick from there.
His dad might kick it.
He possibly could too. It would be well within his range as he kicks long. Tyquin comes back over the top. Ball's off hands.
It hasn't.
Still in play.
What's going on?
Minor score, yeah. Rush score there, so the scoreboard goes to 15 goals, 14 Bannockburn, 4 goals, 8 Anakie as the ball comes back into play straight away. And they will find Parsons who takes the mark for Anakie in the centre-half back position. Gives a little handball give off now. Kicks wide out looking for Fulton. Fulton kick falls short, can't get there, but he does his own work and he's done very well there. But he's booted off the side of his foot. And they nearly get squashed in the contest. Lincoln Peters does the clean-up. Comes back to Grigg. Grigg goes back again even further to Bryman. Bryman now, he will switch the ball across the ground. Comes out wide to Brad Fatula on the half-back flank for the Bannockburn side. He goes up looking for Christian Shaw, but that ball is a little bit long and it will be found by Vickery. Vickery though, good work by Shaw, kept the contest alive. Ball goes out, Chris Reek. Ball touched off the boot. Will it run out of bounds? No, Christian Shaw gets it in just inside, but he will be tackled out of bounds and the ball will be thrown in.
I think the horse is bolted here at the moment as in comes the footy. Reek looks like he's going in a ruck against Kettle, so we're a few ruckmen here at the moment. No one can win the tap out. The ball goes to ground. The players dive on it again. Umpires pick the free kick out of there and it's going to go to Anakie. It's picked up now over to Parsons. Parsons looks like he's playing permanently up the four-line at the minute. Out it comes now. It's a shocking kick and the defence of Bannockburn get an easy one there in Jackson O'Neill. O'Neill puts it forward towards Watts. Watts can't pick the ball up and they converge on him. Peters can't pick it up either. Oh, there's a push in the back on unnoticed. One around the head and that does go noticed. And young little Priddle will get the football, I think it is.
And gutsy little footballer, isn't he?
He is. He put his body over the ball and he reaped the rewards that time. He's on the wing position. He's still got a couple of kicks out from goal, but he's got a nice little pass going there. It comes back now to Rickett. That's Gary. He's probably Anakie's best, Gary, as he puts it up towards the forward line. Pittman, he could be nearly their worst today. He's had a bad one, and it's the Bannockburn defence again now through Travis Grigg. Comes out to Chris Reek. Chris Reek over towards the half-back flank. It's not a good kick, and the ball almost goes over. Now it bounces back in. It was good work out there by the Bannockburn defender, and they push the ball further, but it's picked up now over there by Anakie. It might be Steve Rickett. Puts it up towards the half-forward flank.
Lazarick.
That's Ricky Lazarick for sure, and he stops play. Puts it back in towards the centre of the ground, and he's looking there for Reece Illig. I would think that would. Illig now. He's going to go wide as well, or short to Corey Collins. Corey Collins, magnificent early, gone out of the game just a little bit. Collins, he's got no options up forward. There's no one leading. He's got one now, and that'll be Kettle, but there's still 70 metres, 80 metres out from goal, and it's going to take a lead or a huge kick here from Kettle. He's too far out, so he just roosts it up. He's hoping for Pittman. Pittman this time can't quite grab it as he's done so far. Peters comes out with the ball, puts it on the right boot. He puts it up towards the wing position. It's going to roll out of bounds and beat the Bannockburn boy. 15-13, 103.
Throw-in comes in. Wilson gets there late. In fact, it was Ladgrove who got there late. Ball comes off hands. Oh, a number of players fall on the ball. Comes out to the Anakie players. Comes to Salvino. He breaks a tackle through one. Takes a run. Goes long looking for Luke Wilson. Luke Wilson laid up. Travis Grigg in control in the defence.
As he played a hell of a game.
Kicks the ball long. He's looking for Tyquin. Tyquin pushed under the ball by Ricketts. The two of them race for the ball. Ricketts falls on it. Tyquin possibly gave him a little one in the back, but the umpire says play on. Christian Shaw picks up the ball. Probably how did he dispose of that one? Unsure. Chris Reek, he gets the ball for Bannockburn, tumbles forward. Might have been Ladgrove again there for Anakie, but the ball's gone back in to the forward line for Bannockburn. Comes off hands. Tyquin gets the ball. He's going to launch it towards the goal square, and the ball comes back into play. Comes out and looking for Kane Hayes, Anakie, and he will take the mark deep in the defence for the Anakie side. Looking for Corey Collins, who makes the lead, and he gets there. Just got there.
Ooh.
What's he done? Yeah, he's paid it. He's got it. So Collins comes up with the ball, still deep in the defence for Anakie. Rickett makes a strong lead and takes a strong mark. Another bloke who probably hasn't imposed himself on the game as much as he could have. Steve Rickett, brother Gary, good game. Comes up looking for Ladgrove. He'll take the mark, half-back flank. Haven't moved the ball a long way in about 4 possessions here, Anakie. Ladgrove has got no options. Parsons gives him something, keeps going. Play on, going to kick to space. Oh, Luke Priddle 3-on-1. Wilson over the back, can't take the ball. Perchek gets the ball, he breaks the tackle. He's going to be run down. Gets the ball away just in time, comes to Pittman. Pittman's got to break one. Oh, strong tackle there from Bowman. That's a fantastic tackle against Pittman. He comes up with the ball, he does get it away. Comes off hands now, the Bannockburn defence doing a stupendous job. Comes off hands, Jackson O'Neill will relieve, but 2 Anakie players there. Comes out to Wilson. Wilson needs to bomb this long. He doesn't. A little short kick, and he is looking for, and he is finding a Luke Priddle right on the boundary line outside 50. He's going to go backwards, give it back to Priddle and say to Wilson, this time kick it long. He does do that. Pittman had not even led for the ball. Not happy with the way the ball has ended, the forwards, and the ball will be sent out of defence and relieved by Bannockburn by Lincoln Peters. He takes 2 bounces now. Kicks up. Christian Shaw slipped over at the vital moment. Comes off hands. Wishart knocks the ball on for Bannockburn. Might be Broman again. Goes around 1 and 2. He drives a long kick. That's a fantastic kick. Goes over the back. I tell you what's going to fall to the hands here of Warple. Warple can't pick it up, but I tell you what, Matty Tyquin can. Matty Tyquin can, and he's going to kick his 3rd. They're going to 4 goals and everything else. Illig versus Hagabowls. Hagabowls gets the tap down, kicked off the ground there by Matthew Watts, but to defence. Wilson is on the ground, as I say, seems to be playing an half-forward flank or a wing, so whether there's something wrong with Luke is unsure, but he's really belongs in the middle of the ground. Comes off hands now to Anakie. Salvino goes around 1, goes around 2, little chip kick over the top, looking for Priddle. He brings the ball to ground. Two Bannockburn players, but there is the siren. There is the siren. It was nearly a 35-minute quarter, and we have Bannockburn 16 goals, 15, 111 to Anakie 4 goals, 8, 32. Goal kick. And he will get that first tap down. Ball comes off hands, Priddle. Running off hands though is Parsons. Gets the ball away. Priddle gets a little give, but he couldn't take it with him as he went. They've started with a little bit more vigour here, the Anakie side. Comes off hands now. Parsons again in there. He's working really hard. I think that trying to get the ball out. Ball comes back though for the Anakie side. Kettle comes in as a bit agricultural with that tackle, and a free kick will go to the Bannockburn side, and that free kick will go to Matthew Ho. He will go out wide to that far side of the ground, which has been their channel to goal all day. But Steve Rickett at centre-half back will intercept for the Anakie side. He gives a little give handball around the side, and they will relieve and go back into the attack for this time, but that kick was poor. Travis Grigg for Bannockburn will get into the way.
He's been good.
And I think Scotty McDonald, that was it for him. He's off too, I reckon. He's just walked off. He's extremely unhappy. I've had enough, he said. Ball comes in. Matty Tyquin takes the ball at centre half back towards the middle of the ground. True will drive a kick long, looking for Broman it was, but Gary Ricketts it was over the back. Comes off hands to Watts. Probably gets one in the back from Priddle, but not paid. Ball comes out there to James Close it was, who's probably first time on the ground. Haven't seen him earlier today. Comes to Cockrell. Anakie now into attack. Come around the outer side of the ground and find Lazarick. Lazarick at almost true centre half forward position. He kicks through the ball, looking for Pittman, and Pittman comes out and takes a strong mark on his chest. And then it is about time for Jamie Pittman today. He hasn't had a really good day. He needs to convert this one to get a little bit out of the game.
Well, look, he hasn't had a great day. We're all in agreement with that. But I tell you what, the delivery to him today has been very, very poor.
Very true.
And really, he probably should have taken. He got his hands to a few early and couldn't quite grab him. But if the delivery's better, he's more of a chance.
So Pittman from 40 directly in front. Let's see if he can convert and get Anakie's 5th goal for the game. He comes in, kicks long, umpires walking away to the side. He cannot get his, but there you go.
Oh, well.
2.5 minutes down.
In we go, ball comes back into play and Bannockburn deliver the ball out, and that will be taken there by Ross Dando. Dando brings the ball around the inside of the ground here, up in front of the social rooms here. Ball comes off to Tom Warple, who's had a pretty good game overall. Comes over the top and a strong mark there to Gareth Haggerboles. Haggerboles on the centre wing position, drives the ball long. He's looking for Tyquin v Ricketts. Good contest. Great mark, Matty Tyquin. Really great mark, and especially to outfox a bloke like Stevie Ricketts. Tyquin drives the ball forward. He's looking for Allen. Comes off hands. 2 or 3 players in there. It was Padani trying to break through. That's Fulton goes across to the back there, and there's a whistle on play, and Fulton will get a free
advantage.
Kick. Called advantage. Comes out wide. Ball comes to Brad Cockrell, but he cannot take possession of it. 2 Bannockburn players there. Grigg gets to the ball. Parsons and Grigg, 2 backmen working against each other, but Grigg does well. Gets a handball away. Comes in, finds Tyquin. Tyquin turns on the step, delivers the ball back in via hand. Comes across, looking there for Warple. Warple can't take the mark for Tuller over the top. Gets to it. Gets a hands off, but intercepted by Priddle. Comes to Ricketts. Goes back a long way to Gary Ricketts. Steve to Gary. Gary now drives the ball long, looking for Rick Lazarick at a centre half forward position, but strong mark back there to Jackson O'Neill for the Bannockburn side.
He's been terrific too.
He has indeed, hasn't he? Warple's made some space out on the wing. He gets the kick away. Priddle tackles him a little bit late. Probably lucky it wasn't a downfield, but a free kick will be delivered there, I think, to Fatullah. Is that? Indeed it is. Brad Fatullah will take the ball. Warple again butters up, gets another
down the ground.
Kick in forward. Ricketts. Oh yeah, I think that one probably wasn't there. I don't know. But anyhow.
Oh, it was there, all right. It was just a little bit soft. That's
a little bit soft free kick, shall we say? But downfield.
But I'll tell you now, he didn't need to do it. And it was a little bit of frustration because he's played very, very good footy and the rest of his side hasn't. And he didn't need to do it. It was probably very, very soft, but he didn't need to do it.
So the ball has resulted in the hands of Lincoln Peters, I think that might be. And he is going to shoot for a goal from about 40 metres out. Comes in now. Peters kicks the ball long, is not going to probably make the distance. Comes off hands, and that will be a minus.
I've got it written down, so when I get a crack at it, don't worry about that.
You can have a crack at it now.
Well, Corey Collins puts it up the centre half back with a 50-metre kick, but it's a great mark out there to Haggerboles, and he has been terrific, Haggerboles. He's going to get my best on the ground 3 votes, Haggerboles. I love the way he's gone about his game today as he puts the ball in towards a full forward position, but big Steve Rickett, the interleague captain, takes a beauty. Goes back towards the centre of the ground, but there's no one there for Anakie. The Bannockburn defence has cleared it out again. It goes clean bowls, young Tyquin, but he dives on it with desperation. Can't get it out now, but now it comes out. Back in again it goes, and the Anakie boys, I think is the other Rickett, Gary. But no, this Steve, he gets hold of the footy, and I think he's paid a throw.
Yes. Unfortunate.
And it was Gary, but it was Gary. Oh, geez, that was a bit of bad luck there, but Ladgrove now punches the ball away when he possibly should have marked it. Comes over to Priddle.
Yep.
Priddle's been okay. Touches the ball to the ground rather than bounces it and puts it up right in the arms of the Bannockburn boy who slips as he kicks it. Salvino gets another crack at it. Can't kick the ball up. Drops the footy as he picks it up. They all pile on top and the umpire will come in and say, that mode of transport than the old bicycle, I can tell you. As up goes Wilson. Can't quite get the tap out. Another pack forms and the umpire's probably going to have to repeat his dose and say, give it to me and I'll throw it up again. Big Wilson in ruck now. Haggerboles has gone back in there as well. He's done a great job. Up goes the ball. Wilson probably, no one gets the tap out. It comes back down towards Ladgrave, is it? No, it's Parsons. Parsons on the right boot. He's looking for Wilson again. Oh, they're getting themselves in trouble, Anakie. They're trying to handball their way out of trouble, but it's not working at the moment. And the Bannockburn defence, now it comes back out.
Scores from other grounds, three-quarter time, Inverleigh 13 goals, 8, Belmont 3 goals, 9, East Geelong 4-5, Belpost Hill 7-3, Corio 3-1, Werribee Central's 19-13, North Geelong 12-9, Geelong West 8-7, Thompson 24-18, Winchelsea 2 goals, 2, and you're going to be out, Grubby, because he's already kicked 12, Luke Forbes.
Well, take him off.
Don't want to bruise his foot.
Take him off.
So the ball is in the hands of Bannockburn on the outer wing position here. Will drive the ball long. Comes forward looking for Watts, comes off hands. Ball comes there to Fulton, Fulton, Parsons, sorry it was. It was Parsons who gets the ball. He's going to drive it up to the wing. Comes off hands over the top there. Is that Collins with the ball on the outer side of the ground. Heads the ball back into the Anakie attack, but beautiful defence again. Once more, Grigg with the ball. He gets a little handball over the top, intercepted again, but good tackle again. Good desperation by the Bannockburn backline. Perchek slides in there and will...
And what the hell has gone wrong here today? Because they're a better side than this.
Wilson comes up over the top, I think taken there by Ladgrave. He's going to turn that round the corner. I tell you what, it's across the face. It is a Mont Suzuki scoreboard. In they come. Bannockburn deliver the ball out to Ross Dando deep in the pocket. Little handball over the top there, finds Alex Roweth. He comes around the wing and finds Bryman. Bryman gives a little give off. Bannockburn drive forward. It's going to be a 3-on-1 contest though. Good work by Corey Collins in the background. Ball's thrown in. Wilson. Haggerboles gets better position though over the top. Collins falls on it, probably fell into his back. Really probably deserved a free kick there. Ball gets away by Bannockburn, driving forward. Comes into a pack of players. Rickett relieves, but Christian Shaw gets in the way. Shaw gallops a couple of steps and kicks long, looking for Allen. Allen leads in the race for the ball. It's a 2-on-1. Collins puts his body in
that
again.
was fantastic.
Comes off to Priddle. Kane Hazer. Might have been Priddle. It was Priddle. They're so alike, the two boys. Bannockburn get the ball, drive back in, and Rickett's trying really hard here. Ball spills over the back to Matty Watts and cannot quite convert.
David and Goliath, he just never gives up. It's fantastic. Out they come now. It's Gary Rickett. Gary Rickett puts it up towards the centre half back position. It's almost a mark to Bannockburn. Kettle touches it on in front of him. It comes to Warple to Haggerboles. He goes over to Watts. Watts puts it over to the other Watts. There's Watts everywhere. It goes to Shaw. Shaw gives a handball off. It was dropped. No one can pick it up now. They all go in hard. It comes back out to Watts yet again. He gives a handball over to Fachul. No, it's not Fachul. It's Hoey, who's played a pretty good game. Warple's in the van now. He can't pick it up. He taps it back, but there's Anakie defenders everywhere. It's almost picked up. It could have been a free kick to Fulton. He didn't get it. Goes to Warple. Warple back to, I think it was Grigg over there. No, it wasn't. It was Watts. Over it comes now. There's a free kick, and it's going to go to Anakie, and it'll be Big Steve Rickett, the interleague captain. He's going to look for his other interleague buddy in Corey Collins. Collins going to come back to Gary Rickett on the members' side of the ground now. The members' side. Gary Rickett. Oh, it's a shocking kick, and it's put Tyquin in the van. He's going to have players everywhere, and he picks one out. Take your pick, he says, and he's going to pick out
James Wishart.
The big bloke in James Wishart, and Wishart will have a shot now from about 40 metres out, probably a 45-degree angle. Distance shouldn't trouble him. The angle shouldn't trouble him. In he comes. Funny looking style. It's a funny looking kick, and it's almost going to go out. Yes, it's out of bounds on the full, so the score remains.
So Anakie, really no options to speak of. Looking for Ricketts as the target. Steve Ricketts. He gets the hands up, spills over the back to Tyquin. He's in a bit of pressure, relieves to Brad Watts, so they go backwards about 20 metres and then turn around. Kettle intercepts though. He's in the way. Kettle kicks forward. Looking there and finding James close, but intercepted there by Jamie Van Ingen. He's probably been quiet, but he's probably done a lot and we just haven't noticed him. He's gone out wide to Shaw. Shaw on the wing position, drives the ball in deep, looking and finding a bloke we've called heaps of in Tom from Warple. Warple drives in forward and he finds Wishart again, who's at the 50 metres mark. He gives a little kick over, finds Watts. Watts in Matt. He kicks for goal. And this time it is a minor score.
What you damn well like.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of Learising can creep in the game no matter how disciplined you are. Ball comes out to Kane Hayes for Anakie. He kicks the ball out wide and he finds Vickery out there on the far outer wing. Little relieving pass will come in to Parsons. Parsons with the ball. Looking for opportunities, goes out wide and finds Salvino out there on the outer wing for Anakie. Sunshine late in the piece here at the Anakie Recreation Reserve. Nowhere to go, so he goes back to Parson on the half-back flank. They've just got no options to go forward with here. Really missing any sort of forward opportunity. Goes forward, ball comes over the back to Lazarick. Can't control the ball, one hand kicked off the ground by Priddle. Right into the heart of the forward line. Perchek leading in the race for the ball. But in comes the ball. Grigg will ruck. Salvino gets the ball off hands, but will about 35 metres around from goal. Anakie's attacking end, which there hasn't been much of today. Pittman gets the tap down for Anakie, comes off hands. Salvino, I think, in there again, but relieved by the Bannockburn player out of the scrabble, and comes out via umpire Fano.
What do you reckon? I'm an electrician. Actually, I am.
Ball comes back into play. Over the top comes Ladgrove, and he'll get the ball down, but Grigg is back there for Bannockburn. Lazarick wraps him up, comes off hands. Bannockburn will relieve up to the centre wing position. It's to a 2-on-2 contest. Oh, great mark, Corey Collins. As I say, in a 2-on-2 contest, he will drive the ball back in looking for Priddle, the smallest man on the ground. Was picked out as the forward target, and it pretty much sums up their day-to-day. Comes off hands now to Anakie. Ladgrove again, I think, in there, and a free kick will be drawn over the head. Probably a 50. Indeed it was. Didn't give the ball back to him. And that's going to take him to within scoring distance.
Well, it should take him almost into the goal square.
I'm pretty sure that's Ladgrove. It looks like, yeah, I think that's him. So Ladgrove will line up for goal, probably 20 metres out from goal. He should put this away. Kicks through it. Umpire does not move, and Daniel Ladgrove will add one to the score for Anakie.
Bowls in ruck, it's a big fist out. It comes out towards the Anakie defence, and it comes out again to Collins. Collins, he's been pretty good, Collins. He might be in the votes again. Maybe Neville Whitley might be going home to his joint at the end of the year. As over it comes now. No one can take the mark. Ricketts tried. Oh, it's picked up there by, I think it was Padani, was it? And he's put it out in the full. Been right in the forward pocket, deep in the forward pocket. Bannockburn in attack. In it comes now. Up they go. Rickett gets the tap out, but it goes to nobody in particular. It's picked up by Salvino. He goes over to Mitch Vickery. Vickery puts it out towards the boundary line. It's over there. Oh, Kavanagh couldn't pick it up. Then digs the boots in and gets it forward back to Salvino. He's downed after he kicked it, and Ladgrove falls over when he went to handball it. It's now picked up over there by Anakie. Lazarick gets probably a little nudge in the back, but the umpire says, no, that's fair enough. And the ball goes over the line and Adams in. Done a good job, the girl. She throws it in beautifully. It's tapped away by Anakie, and no one can pick it up now. It goes back towards him. That was a dangerous clash. Both waver. They need to get the ball up there a little bit quicker. In he comes now. Well, she comes, I'm sorry. Puts the ball in again. Well, it's grabbed out of the ruck. It should be a free kick if he doesn't get rid of it. I think he looked like he grabbed it, but it's snapped over the shoulder. Lazarick left it for somebody else, and no one got it in the finish. He dives in, Lazarick, and pushes the ball out towards Perchek. Perchek can't get a real good kick at it. He's going to get it back in a minute. No, he's not. It goes into the forward line. Looks like Big Pittman. He falls over again. Can't pick it up. He's trying to use his strength. He's held on it for a while. He gets it across, and it's a goal to Anakie. He's on the bottom of the pack. I think it was Little Priddle.
Says Big Grubby. Says Big Grubby. Ball goes up. Over the top comes Haggerbolz. He's done a mighty effort in the middle of the ground today. Players fall on the ball, and they will restart this again as the umpire blows the whistle. In they come. Some tired players starting to appear out there. Lots of hands on knees and big deep breaths, I think. So umpire throws the ball up, waiting for what, I don't know, but it goes up now. Parsons third up will come over the top. Ball comes off to Kavanagh, gets a little chip kick away to advantage. Looking there and can't find Perchek. Salvino ran over the ball. Grigg tries to relieve for Bannockburn. Players fall on the ball once again, and the umpire will, it shouldn't go as long as that 35-minute whopper in the third quarter. Ball goes up, comes out the back. Parsons for Anakie will pick the ball up. He's going to drive it deep into attack, but Griggs going to be in the way there underneath, and he will take a strong mark deep in the back line for the Bannockburn side. Comes up the outer wing again, back towards Parsons, but leading in the race for the ball and marking was that Cockrell, I think, underneath there, but he didn't get it. Comes off hands, Bannockburn relieve. Leading in the race for the ball is Wishart. He will take it. Kicks the ball on straight away, looking for Shaw. Christian Shaw picks the ball up. Got plenty of options and plenty of time. Goes forward and finds Matty Watts, 50 metres out from goal. He's got another option, which is Matt Tyquin. He's right on the 50-metre arc. Lines up, loads up, goes for goal, and he has got it. Matty Tyquin will kick here. Pretty much, isn't it, as the ball goes up again, or Steve Ricketts will get the tap down for the Anakie side this time. Comes to Park Kettle, he can't get the ball away. Wrenched out of hands. Parsons in there, he's tried hard all day too for the Anakie side. Comes out, leading in the race for the ball is Tyquin. Oh, good strong body work there. Comes off hands. Sliding into the ball, into the contest there was Ho. Ball comes out. Relieved to Salvino. Salvino in a bit of strife. He's going to go back into traffic and trouble. Bad handball. Players fall on the ball. Comes off hands to Matt Watts. Goes over the top. Puts Collins into a bit of trouble. Leading out there is Fatalo. Oh, big, strong tackle. Jeez. Has he got him high? I reckon he has.
What's the decision?
Well, it's a free kick to Bannockburn. Of that, there's no doubt. Collins turned his back and just launched his body into him. I'm not quite sure if he hit him in the head or not. If he had hit him in the head,
he's a bit groggy, the boy.
Then there could be a report, because he didn't have eyes on the ball. There's no doubt about that, because he turned around backwards and just launched himself into the pack. And on Corey Collins' defence, that's the way he plays, with absolute courage. And this time the Bannockburn boy is hurt. I think he'll be all right. I don't think he got.
See, he's got him in the melon.
Cream look, 50 metres.
Now, I don't know where you can possibly pick 50 metres out from. You can't give a free kick. And
Tyquin's fifth.
I've got no doubt about the free kick, but the 50's a bit.
Probably got sandwiched between the two blokes, so the contact could have come from either side.
Both sides.
Yeah, ball's come back in the middle. Ricketts gets the tap down. Comes off hands though to the Bannockburn side. Peters can't get the ball out, but it's knocked forward, squeezed out. Tyquin there. He will gather at centre half forward. Gets a little give off. Gives off there to Matthew Ho. Drives the ball in long. One-on-one contest. Coming off hands was it Allen. Can't pick the ball up. Hard work being done on the inside there by James
He's
Close.
Got his six there, Tyquin.
And I tell you what, Tyquin's done butted up, and he's butted up beautifully, and he has indeed kicked his. Up we go again. Ricketts, Hagger bowls. Ricketts probably gets the most of that contest in there. Sliding into the contest was Hayes for the Anakie side. Trying to come up with the ball. Kettle grabs the Bannockburn player who's underneath that pile.
Ooh.
But Shaw comes out with the ball.
Well, if he had to kick that away, that would have been a free kick,
wouldn't it?
wouldn't
50 metres, yeah, absolutely. So a little bit of frustration on probably the lack of whistle in there. Over the top, Ladgrove was third man in. He probably gets the tap down away, but Bannockburn capitalise it once again. Picked up now, massive players fall on the balls. A little bit of silly heat coming into the game too, I think. Just a little bit of silliness appearing in the contest. And the umpires.
The worst thing you can do is get reported at the 25-minute mark.
Ball comes up again. Comes over the top. Hagger bowls, gets a give out. Shaw gives a little give off to the side. Comes off hands there, and it was Mark Banks. Banks, though, slips over just as he was about to deliver, but gets it away in time and finds, who is that? Matthew Ho on the 50-metre line. He doesn't think he's probably got the distance, but he's going to load up anyway. No, he gives a little deliberate pass over the top looking for Bromans. Kettle in the way, gets the ball away. Comes to Parsons. Relieves out to Wilson, who can't control it. Gets a handball to no advantage, just goes for space. Leading there in the race for the ball again is Bromans, who's really had quite a good game. Anakie are happy to gone 26 and a bit minutes into this last quarter. Not long to go in this game. Definitely in its death throes. Ricketts takes the ball out. Ladgrove bursts through. Comes up with the ball. Gives off hands to Salvino now. Salvino drops the ball long. Back, but Griggs the only one back there. But Ricky Lazaruk's going to come out to meet it. He's got really nowhere to go. Takes some time. Plenty of time, Ricky. Picks up. And we've doled out at some point.
Someone's just picked up the phone.
Yeah.
Don't plug into that. I haven't heard that for yonks.
Yeah. Right, mate. Good on you,
Thanks,
Freddie.
Freddie. Sorry, folks, we had a little bit of a disconnection there for the last couple of seconds. We've got Bannockburn 19-18, 132. Anakie 6-9-45. Best part of 27 minutes gone in this quarter. Nothing had been added to the scoreboard. Well, we had that little outage. Bannockburn with the ball on the outer wing. Ball comes out now, driving in long, looking there for Matthew Watts, but intercepted back there by Cockrell, I think that might have been. Comes off hands. Bramans again. Umpire says it was a throw.
That was fair enough too.
And I think Cockrell will come up with the ball here for Anakie.
He struggled a bit, young Cockrell, but he's got a fair bit to go as he puts a little chip kick out towards the half-back flank. Could be Hayes out there. It's a long way away this time of the afternoon. He's calling for blokes to come to him, but they're not coming, so he's going to have to put the boot into it, which he does. He hugs the boundary line a little bit. There's a slight push there, but the umpire says that's okay. Oh, it's beautiful play there. Could have been Salvino. He puts it up right up into the forward line, right into the forward pocket, but the ball rolls over and out. Looks of it, is it? Yes, it is. This could go anywhere. And he comes now, Fano. Big throw in. Up they go. Tap out by Anakie. Could have been Pittman. No one can get it out. Oh, they're wrestling for the ball. The umpire says, give it to me and if Fano can't throw it in, I'll throw it up. We've got some music playing. I'm going to break into the song myself in a minute. And at this stage, it could be the Bannockburn theme song. Raining, Fred. Someone's picked up the phone in that canteen.
Yeah, I've just rebooted.
They've kept away from it all day, you know.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty good.
Kettle's dobbed one.
Yes.
In 30 minutes gone in the quarter. Siren probably just about to sound, and we apologise for losing transmission there just for a couple of minutes. But we'll get to the end of this game now as Bannockburn drive the ball forward. Collins for Anakie picks up the ball. Kane Hayes comes over the top, gives back to Collins. Collins, as the sun shines in this late afternoon winter sun, comes around the outside of the ground now. Anakie trying to drive the ball forward, but just struggling. Good work by Lincoln Peters in defence. Goes over the top to Ladgrove. He gets the ball now, takes a run, probably got to have a bounce, and he does. Takes one bounce. Drives the ball in forward now. Looking for and finding
Great pick-up.
Pittman picks the ball up, looking for Ricketts. Ricketts can run onto this. He can score a goal. Slips over at the fatal minute. And Bannockburn players come from everywhere and dive on him, and we will probably see a throw up here.
Well, unfortunately, that is when you sit over the ball and drag it in, and that is actually holding the ball.
Holding the ball, yeah.
That's what the rule was designed.
Fell on it, didn't he?
Well, he fell on it, and that's what you're not allowed to do.
Ball comes up, comes off hands. Ladgrove takes the ball out of the ruck, swings around, goes long. It's going to be touched on the line. It's going to run out of bounds. Perchek gets it. He can keep it in. He does keep it in, Perchek. Oh, tackled heavily there by Watts.
On the ball.
And holding the ball has been paid to Brad Watts. He will deliver the ball out wide. I think he's found Grigg in the outer side of the ground. Up they come now, looking for and finding the Bannockburn player out in the outer wing there. He gives over to Tyquin. Tyquin's got a run ahead of him. Sees up forward, looks for Matt Watts. Good defence there though by the Anakie player. Comes off hands. It was Mitchell White, I think, that did the bit of good defence there. Comes off hands, driven forward again by the Bannockburn side. They're really working hard. Brad Watt's working really hard here. He's gone from end to end. Finds Wilson. Wilson gives a little give back to Kettle. Good shepherd there by Priddle on off play. Gives Kettle the time to come forward. He finds Salvino. Salvino goes inbound. Finds Parsons. Parsons from the true centre forward position to a strong leading Pittman who will take the mark probably 40 metres out from goal. As the siren sounds, so the score will either be 7-9-51 to Bannockburn 19-18-132, but we're waiting on a kick from Jamie Pittman. He's starting his run up from the 250 metre mark.
Wouldn't he have liked the ball delivered to him like that all day?
It was a great delivery of the football, wasn't it? So in comes Pittman. He's going to kick from just on 50. Kicks through the ball. It is not even going to make the distance. And so the score is, as we read it, 7-9-51 is the Anakie side to Bannockburn 19-18-132. A comprehensive win here.
We are the Raiders from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football is strong.